here's the thing. For everybody listening, don't make the same mistake the Bengals just did in any facet of your life.
People are going to get hurt. It's the hockey season.
What about the Jared Cook play on the sideline?
I was very tempted to just put defense.
I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
Come on, Austin and I have been saying this ever since Joe Burrow got injured.
I don't really think the Dodgers are going to make the World Series this year. I feel like they'll make it to the NLCS.
The Fernando Tatis extension, because that really surprised me.
Like you said, Ovechkin, he's getting older. He hasn't been playing as well as I imagined. He's one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, but he hasn't started off this season as hot as I would hope.
Hi, I'm Jeff Allen, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another NFL Opinions of the Week. I am Kevin, and I'm joined by the man that probably has watched more preseason than me, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an okay preseason. I've watched a little bit, especially with the Bears. I mean, they have their show, so it's made it a little bit more interesting. But the preseason's just for players to get ready. I do think it's important for you to play in at least one game, at least one quarter, kind of get used to it. This is being recorded before the last couple games of the year, the last couple preseason games of the year. It's recorded on Friday before the Saturday and Sunday games, but I don't think anything major is really going to happen. If it does, we'll edit the video anyway. So it's been a okay preseason. I think some players have proven that they need to get a roster spot. However, I don't think we've learned too much about any of these teams about whether or not they're going to be significantly better than expectations. And this upcoming week is an off week, which I do like for all the players. They get a rest week. And then that next week, we'll be posting our season predictions. So be ready for that.
Yeah, great teaser there. I would say at the end, the final week, it's really just what can you show us at the end. I don't really, to me, I don't remember exactly what the quote was, but preseason is about player evaluation, not team evaluation. That's what the season's for. And I agree with that because players can stand out from the Cowboys standpoint. I've seen some film and clips of Keemon Hall, and then it's really enlightening to look at stuff. To me, I'll go Cowboys perspective again, Trey Lance. The positive side is Caleb Williams. They saw what they wanted to see, and they're good. And they're like, okay, we're confident in this. Cowboys, it's starting to figure out, okay, what are we going to do? Because to me, I would not pay Trey Lance. So it's beneficial with roster spots, but it's just hard to watch because it's nice to win every game. The Ravens had that streak. But to me, it's more about, okay, what does this player look like in this situation? It's almost practice, but to that next level versus an in-game. I would say, we talk about developing players and developing a quarterback. It would say, okay, what does he look like with a game-winning drive? And you can see that in the preseason, while it doesn't carry the effect of you lost one game, which may be changing, but I don't know if I'm curious what you think about. To me, when you lose a game in the NFL, it's still a big deal.
Yeah, what were you saying with the preseason losing a game, though?
I would say it doesn't really matter if you lose a game. It matters of what did this player look like.
Yeah, I completely agree. The preseason is not valuable in the sense that it's going to increase your record or you get to see stuff that's at the highest peak of player performance. But I do think it helps. It's almost like
it's that middle.
Say again?
It's that middle spot between practice situations and then in-game situations. I would say preseason is that middle.
I think it's just the TV version of a job fair almost. And it's kind of, we get to see them practice against other teams, basically. And everyone gets their shot to kind of stay in the league, especially those guys that are on the edge.
Yeah, I think that's a great way of saying it. And I think the problem we're having with the preseason is, what do you do with the guys that necessarily you're not going to cut or are big pieces of your season, such as the Cowboys? You mentioned guys should play. The Cowboys have not played Dak, haven't played a lot of their starters that are They haven't played Trevon Diggs, but the Chiefs had Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. And then you have the Steelers having Russell Wilson playing his third game in the final game. To me, it's that's the thing with preseason is, do you play your stars or not? Because Aaron Rodgers didn't play last year, and then first play of the season gets injured. I don't know if there's a correlation to that. To me, that's the big problem with the preseason. It always seemed like you're going to play your guys. It's just you're not going to try to win the game. You're just going to go, okay, get out there, get some work in, and get ready for the NFL season.
Point. It's called preseason for a reason, right? They get to choose. I don't think it matters whether or not they on a NHL rules thing. I don't think it matters. I don't think they should be penalized if they don't play their players. It's personal team preference. But as you mentioned, it doesn't guarantee if you play the guys, they're going to get hurt, or if you don't play them, that they're not going to get hurt. So there is no perfect science to it, and teams really get to decide what they want to do with their guys. And I do think it's good enough to play Trayvon a little bit because you don't know how good he is in practice, how healthy he is, and maybe it's better that you keep him off. But for guys that you know are healthy, I don't see a reason not to play them.
Yeah, I think it's a personal preference, as you said. To me, usually it's a copycat league. Okay, guys started resting players. We're going to start doing that. It's a very unique spot, I would say, of what is the right way to do preseason, or what is the preferred way. And this could be the last few years of 3 preseason games. You never really know. To me, it's just at a very unique spot of, okay, we're not going to play our guys. All right, then why should I watch? To me, it's for the very hardcore football fans that are like, okay, I want to see how our 6th round pick is doing, or undrafted free agent. So there's that. But you just really can't gain much from it unless you go really down into the film. And that's all I got. I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, I think it has its value, but even if that is only on a team scale and not a fan scale, but that still means that it should be a thing, and I do think it's important. But we'll see how it ends up working out. Let us know whether or not you guys watch the preseason, what you guys would like your team to do, and please catch you in our next video.